Foremost, thank you so much for the invite, Delfina. Yes, this is my first time being on Side Hustle. And when she asked me, I was like, yes, of course. This has been a class that has contributed so much to my team.
This meeting is being recorded.
Yay! So let me do that again, okay? So thank you for inviting me to this amazing class. For those of you guys who have been part of Side Hustle for a while, you know how amazing this course is. And for those of you guys who are new, welcome, 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 welcome. You are going to be on a journey of growth. So, like she said, my name is Karla, and let me tell you my intention for today, okay? My intention is I was thinking a lot about, I know that I have a topic, okay? How to stay focused and productive in your business. And how to become how to prospect and build your team. And I'm going to add something to this. I really thought about the fact that, we're in the beginning of July. And I know, today, by the way, you guys, I don't know if you guys believe in this stuff, okay? But if you don't, just go with me. Today is 7/7. Like, I don't know if you get that, okay? I was like, it's probably not a coincidence that we're here to get together today, because they say that the number 7 is a number of completion. So I am going to invite you guys. I'm going to take you guys. I prepared for this class, okay? Normally I'm like, I see whatever I feel, I just go. But I'm like, okay, this is like the cream of the crop right here, classes. So I got lots of notes. So you want to definitely grab a piece of paper, grab a notebook, grab a pen. And so those of you guys who know me, you know I speak from the heart. I'm still going to speak from the heart, but I got some points that I want to get across. And the first thing I want you to write down in your notes is, why am I here? I want you to really get present to, why are you on this call? It is 7:30 on a Wednesday. It is, I don't know where you're at, but here in LA, it is really hot. Okay. So maybe you could be out in the pool, or I don't know what you're doing, right? Or where you could be, but you've chosen to be on this call. And so I don't take that lightly. So I promise you that in the next, I guess I have the whole hour. Okay. But I'm not going to take the whole hour. For the next 15 minutes, I am really going to share with you perhaps some stuff I've never really shared. I haven't trained here on these platforms for an entire hour, and God knows how long. And so I am going to share with you guys my story, how I got started, things that perhaps a lot of people on this line don't even know. So let me go ahead and pull up my screen. Okay. So there we go. Give me thumbs up if you can see it. All right, awesome. All right, you guys. So, this is a little story about myself, really quick, okay? Because today's call is about teaching you how to run a successful business. Nevertheless, I want you to also get present to, it is really important to connect to why you're here, okay? So I'm going to share with you a little bit about my story. I'm going to go really quick, but this is me, this cute little girl in the red sweater. Is me. And I want you for a second to really get present to, who are you as a little girl or as a little boy? Like, who were you? And I say, who are you? Because that little girl, that little boy is still inside of you. But then life happens and we start to forget, okay? But me, I was joyful. I am. That little girl is joyful. She was hip and hopping everywhere, okay? And she is an unstoppable being. She's unstoppable. And I want you to think about, how do you, and if anything, write this down. How do I identify my little girl or my little boy? How do you identify her? Because here's the deal I really want you guys to get, and that is that you are who you say you are. So I'm going to invite you to be so careful on how you identify yourself. How do you, declare yourself to be? Like, I always get I don't say anything anymore, because I used to always tell people, don't say that. But I'm working on those things, okay? But, some people, they're like, I'm lazy. So guess what? You act according to how you identify yourself. You act according to how you identify yourself. So as we're launching this month of July, I want you to think about, how have you been relating to who you are. And I know these are like some big words, okay? So how have you been relating to who you are? Do you relate to yourself as a go-getter? Listen to what that girl is unstoppable, right? How do you relate to who you are? And I'm going to invite you for the rest of the month and really the rest of the year and the rest of your life to start listening to how you speak about yourself. Okay, now I'm not telling you to always lie. Like if you need to have a reality check, have a reality check. But the reality is also that you get to choose how you identify and how you create your reality. Okay, so this little girl here, okay, look at how cute she is, little ponytails, she's unstoppable. Okay, and so, we came to the United States. Here's the house that I thought, I was 5 years old when I came to the U.S. I'm originally from Uruapan, Michoacan, Mexico, okay? I was born over there. I am now legal, okay? But that wasn't the case all the time. And, and we came here. I came here thinking this is how my family was going to live. I thought we were going to come to Disneylandia type of place, with BMWs and all these things. But the reality is, you guys, we came here. Okay? We came to live in this apartment right here in the corner, over here on your right side. And 3 families. It was my grandparents' apartment, okay? We all slept on the floor like salchichas, like this, right? And as a kid, I thought it was really fun. It's like a big sleepover, right? And here's the thing. I'm going to start with this, okay? There are 3 things that control your life. 3 things. Okay? So here we are in the beginning of the month. Some of you guys are not even supervisors yet, okay? But that is your goal. Write that down. My goal is supervisor. What does that mean, Karla? Don't worry. Your sponsor will explain to you, okay? But for those of us who are already supervisors and above, okay, this also can serve you. We are in the middle. We're past the middle of the year. And I don't know about you, but when I think about the goals that I had in the beginning of the year, I am not going to lie. I am not where I thought I was going to be right now. Okay? I'm not going to lie. Okay? But here's the deal, right? The reality is the most important thing is to have that realization. Like, okay, I'm starting this business because I want to better my life. Okay, I started this business because I want to better my life. I want to have a future that is beyond me. So I'm going to share with you 3 things that can dramatically affect your life, okay? So Sandy, Diana, Maida, Brenda, I see you guys are ready. I love the fact that you guys all have your cameras on. Hello, Cindy. She's at a baseball game or football game or somewhere, but this is the deal, right? She's on here on the call, so congratulations. So here's the thing, okay? If you guys can take notes, don't take notes, okay? Lily Flores, because you're driving, don't take notes, but just listen, okay? So there's 3 decisions that will dramatically affect your life. Number 1, what you focus on. And here's what I want you to write down about focus. Focus equals feeling. What you focus on will determine how you feel. So, for example, if we're thinking like, okay, it's the middle of the year, okay, this is not, okay, I'm just going to be real, okay, because you guys don't know me, I speak nothing but the truth, so don't ever ask me anything unless you want to know the truth, okay? But here's the deal, right? I'll be honest with you. I am not today where I thought I was going to be. If you asked me, okay, Karla, where did you think? I'm not where I thought I was going to be out of 4 areas, I'm 2, not where I want to be. The other 2, I'm on track, okay? But 2 out of the 4, I am not where I thought I was going to be. So here's the deal. What you focus on will determine how you feel. Now, I could focus on, oh my God, and beat myself up, and then it's going to make me feel a certain way, or I can focus on, okay, you know what? I am not where I thought I was going to be, but here, I'm a lot better. But in these 2 areas that I'm not, what am I going to do about it? What do I get to do? And here's a question you want to ask yourself. What do I get to do about it? What do I get to do about it? Because the reality is you get to choose, okay? Number 2, okay? So number 1, what you focus on. Number 2, what does it mean? Okay? Number 2, what does it mean? Depending on the meaning that you give it will depend a lot on the direction you're going to take. So for example, if you're like, let's just say you thought by now you would have lost, let's say you want to lose 50 pounds in the year 2021 as an example, and you thought that by the middle of the year you would have already lost 25 and you've only lost 10. Okay, now you could think like, oh my God, you can make that mean like I'm so behind. Or you can make it mean like, oh my gosh, I'm 10 pounds leaner than the beginning of the year. So number 2, it's what you make things mean. Okay, so as you're starting to build your business, as you're starting to project your month, keep these things in mind. Like, what am I focusing on? If you feel discouraged, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, right? Wait a minute. Karla said, what am I focusing on? I'm focusing on all these things that don't serve me. Okay? Borrón y cuenta nueva. Y delete and let me start over. Reset. Number 2, what does it mean? Okay? And here's the next one. Okay, actually, oh wait, hold on. Write this down. The quality of your life is determined by how you feel every day. The quality of your life is determined by how you feel every day. This is why, you guys, I'm going to read something. Oh, I don't have it with me. This is why I love what I do. Because, and I love the fact, and I'm sure you guys do too, we get to impact people's lives by allowing them to feel amazing every day. Okay, so type on the chat if somebody knows what is my favorite drink. What's my number 1 favorite product? Type it on the chat. Let me see. Yeah, Sandy. Okay, I'm gonna this weekend at Extravaganza. I'm gonna bring you something, girl. She's the first one to put it on there. CR7 with liftoff. That's the exact example. Actually, Maria de Leon is really the right answer. But Sandy, I'll give it to you too. Okay, Maria de Leon and Sandy, you two will get a gift this weekend from Extravaganza. Remind to come up to me because I'm gonna forget. Okay. But here's the deal. Lift off and see how everybody knows. Yes. Why? Because it makes me feel amazing. So the quality of my life is determined by how I feel every day. And guess what? You have complete control of that. Complete control of that. Listen, right before I got on this call, I am not going to lie. I got tired. You know, we've been packing and we were like moving, right? And I set these increments of an hour and a half. I'm like, okay, an hour and a half of my business. Go. An hour and a half packing. Bell goes on. Okay. So people ask me, how do you do it all? This is how. Okay. Then I put another alarm and my husband's like, Karla, I'm like, no. Don't talk to me. I got 20 minutes. And he's like, I want 5. No. Tell me in 20 minutes. I got 20 more minutes to do this. It was like 6:10, right? And I said I was going to work till 6:30 packing because then I had to get ready for this call, right? So here's the thing that you need to make sure, right? You have complete control of how you feel by what you focus on and what you make things mean. So I was exhausted. So guess what? I got to do my CR7 and lift off in here. My husband's like, what are you drinking? I'm like, he's like, don't you got a call? I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm drinking this, you know? He's like, are you going to sleep? I'm like, don't worry about it. Because I can, okay? So number 2, what does it mean? Okay? And last but not least, number 3 are the actions you decide to take. Now, here's the thing. This all piles up on each other. Okay? What you focus on, what you make it mean, will really determine on the actions and the direction that you take your life in. So look at this, okay? And here's the thing, you guys. One action, one decision can dramatically change the direction of your life and your family's life. So my family decided to come to the United States from Mexico. We lived in this little apartment, okay? And what ended up happening was my parents, these are my parents, okay? For those of you guys who know them, yes, this is them, okay? Whoever says money doesn't help, lie. Lie, okay? They say there's no ugly woman, just poor husbands. Okay, but these are my parents. Look at the camera. Can you guys see it has a VHS? Okay, that's how old this picture is, right? But we found this amazing opportunity, this Herbalife opportunity, right? And what happened was my parents, 2 weeks 2 weeks before finding Herbalife. They were talking. Well, really, they were arguing, okay? I'm just going to keep it real. They were arguing. I look like my mom. Oh, thank you, Jessica. That's such a compliment because my mom is so beautiful. So thank you. That's why I tell my husband, I'm like, look at your suegra, because they say I'm gonna look like her. You're in good hands, okay? Anyway, okay, back focus, Karla. So what was I telling you guys? Oh, I forgot. See, Jessica, you got me all distracted. I'm just kidding. I forgot what I was telling you guys. But anyway, so, this is the camera, right? That this tells you how old this picture is. Okay. So my parents, oh yeah, they were arguing. And they were arguing about their future. And here's the thing, you guys, with all respect to your religion beliefs, I do believe that there's a moment in your life where you ask God or whoever you believe in, like, help me. I need an opportunity. And I believe that this is why you're on this call today. I believe that this is why somebody offered you this opportunity. Maybe like Yami, who thought this was not for her, right? Maybe at the beginning, you're like, I don't know, Lily, Maria, Leticia, Cindy, right? Carmen Mireles. Maybe at the beginning, Carmen, I know for sure, she was like, this is not for me. But then circumstances change. So talking about prospecting, I want you to write this down, okay? Never give up on anyone. Never give up on anyone. Okay, Yami right here, she doesn't let me lie. We invited her to I don't know how many things, how many times, and she would avoid us. Before we could talk to her, she would like jam out. Till finally one day, right, we invited her to this Team Beauty photo shoot. She ended up coming, right? And I want to say that was the beginning of a decision that allowed her to now live a very different way of living. She is just, now we go to her for ideas. Here's this shy person. She ain't shy. She went to Berkeley. When she told me she went to Berkeley, I was like, oh, I now know you. Okay. And not only is she smart, she's brilliant. She's a great heart. But sometimes, you guys, we don't believe in ourselves. And that is why, write this down. Your life is all about decisions. So what kind of decisions matter? Number one. Oh, wait, where did it go? Here we go. Okay, what kind of decisions do they matter? Number one, okay, the decision of who you listen to. Who or what you listen to. I say this with a lot of respect, okay? So many times people want to change their life, but they're asking the wrong people. They're listening to the wrong things for what they want. Don't come and ask me for advice on basketball. That would be like a mistake. Imagine Cindy's kids coming to me to ask me about basketball. Wrong person to ask. Okay? They got to ask somebody who knows how to what? Play basketball and knows how to play it well. Okay? So be careful and be mindful of who you listen to. Okay? Next. Okay, number one, what you listen to. Number two, who are you surrounding yourself with? This is why these calls are so important. This is why this weekend's event, extravaganza. Listen, I don't know about you, okay, but Carmen and I have been working like all this week, and the tab team, the leaderships, we've been working for over a month planning this weekend's event. If you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about, let me tell you, okay? As soon as this call is over, reach out to the person that invited you and be like, what is this extravaganza and how do I go? You guys can still attend. It is the biggest event of the year. And here's the thing you want to know. Once your mind expands, it can never go back. And so I'm going to, I wasn't going to go there, but I'm going to go there, okay? I am going to encourage you guys, okay, to really start to look at your life. Like start to notice, open your eyes and think about, open your ears, open your heart and start to notice, watch, listen and feel. Who is around you? What are they talking about? What are they saying? How do they live? Now, do you want to once in a while like have stupid talk and do stupid things? Yeah, maybe, right? Like, I know I have some friends that if I want to get in trouble, I know exactly who to call, right? And that's okay. But I cannot live there. Me. I cannot live there all the time because it's not in alignment with what I want. Okay, I'm just going to declare it. You know, my goal in the next 3 years, okay, with hard work and consistency and dedication and all that great stuff, is I will be making over $1 million a year. Okay? Now, in order for me to have those ridiculous goals, which they're not ridiculous, okay, but those huge goals, I have to have a big vision. I got to open my ears. I got to open my heart and write this down. Set your priorities. Here's a quote for you. I told you I prepared for this call. This is like so not like me, okay? So here's the thing, okay? But it's like Delfina asked me. I'm like, shit, I better bring it, okay? So here we go. How do you know what matters to you? Write that down. How do I know what matters to me? Okay? How do I know what matters to me? Here's how you know. What you put your attention and your energy on. So I'm going to say this with a lot of love and a lot of respect. If you are not clear, crystal clear about what you want in your life, I'm going to invite you to come this weekend to Extravaganza. I don't care where you're at. I'm driving over an hour to get to to Ontario. Okay. I have to get I don't have to, but I'm getting a babysitter, right? Why? Because so many times, I'm just going to keep it 100. We will get a babysitter for a girls' night out, for a quinceañera, for a wedding or whatever, right? We make the arrangements because those things matter to us. So here's what I'm going to invite you to do. Do whatever it takes to be there this Saturday and Sunday. Okay? And if you're like 3 hours away, drive down. I'm telling you, there's going to be nothing like being in a room with women and men who are like wanting more for their life. I promise you, you will not walk out of that DoubleTree hotel the same. I promise you, you will not. There's no way, Maria Vallejo, right? By the way, I have something for you. Remind me, okay? Okay, there's no way, Jennifer, Leticia, Alex, there's no way you're going to walk out the same person. There's just no way. Why? Because number one, you're going to see things you've never seen before. I'm telling you, you're going to see things. You're going to be like, what the heck? You're going to hear things you've never heard before. And more importantly, you're going to feel things you've never felt before. Here's the deal. Where is it? The best things in life are not heard, are not learned, they are felt. The best things in life are not heard, are not learned, they are felt. So while you could be at your home this weekend listening to Extravaganza, learning, look, I'd rather you do that than not be on, okay? Let's just be clear about that, okay? But if you can make it to come and watch Extravaganza with us, I promise you the event will be at a whole nother level. Again, remember this. How do you know what matters to you? And you'll know by what you put your attention and your energy on. So when you have a quinceañera, a graduation, or whatever, right? You put your energy and your attention on that because it matters to you. I invite you, if even though you're like, I don't know what this girl is talking about, just trust me. Okay? If at the end, when you come to Extravaganza, if at the end of the event, you're like, this sucked, I will give you back the money for the ticket. Let it be known. I know this call is being recorded. Delfina's recording the call. Okay? Delfina, hold me to that. Okay? I will personally give you back your money. I know I am not going to have to give it back to anyone because I am coordinating it with Carmen. Okay? We're going to make sure that this is, you don't even know. Okay? The liftoff and CR7 just kicked in. So here's the deal, right? this is what happened. My parents, they came with this vision, with this. So look at their camera. Look at the camera my dad's holding. Some of y'all are too young to know that is called a VHS, okay? Anyway, so they started with this amazing business and look at how it transformed them. Look at that. I always laugh and go, he's black, he's white. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the products do not make you clear. It's just what happens is they start washing your face. You get good nutrition. Your skin starts to clear up, okay? So this is them, and I saw them building this business. So this is why I also am encouraging you to never miss a call. You guys, today I was telling somebody, it is 1 freaking hour a week. Minimum. There's got more calls. You can hear them all, okay? But imagine if 1 hour a week can dramatically impact the future of your life and your children's life. And that's what happened with my parents. I watched them, right? And I went to USC. Okay, you don't need an education for this business, but I did go to school, okay? And I remember graduating from college. Well, actually, let me take it back a little bit. Ask yourself this question. Where is it? Here we go. Ask yourself this question. I started the call by, why are you here? Okay, that's how I started the call. But now I want you to start to elevate your consciousness, and I want you to ask yourself, what do I want? What do I want? What do you want, Diana? Besides quitting your job, babe. Okay, Sarah, write it down. Vanessa, Elizabeth, okay? Lily Flores with those cute 2 kids, okay? What do you want? What is it that you really, really want? Look, you guys, look, I'll share with you one of my biggest goals and my biggest desires in life, okay? One of the things I really, really want is I want to make a huge impact with people, with especially like, you know, I love all people, but like my Latin culture in Mexico. And so, you know, I've started to sponsor children's education annual. Like I sponsor kids for their college tuition for the whole year. You need money for that. So for those of the people that are like, no, money's not, no, you need money for everything. Now, is money everything? No. But it's right up there with oxygen. You need it. I don't care what you want. I don't care if you want to help your parents. You need money for that. You want to give your kids a better education? You need money for that. You want to give them a better life? You need money for that. So here's the reality. Get over the scarcity thinking. And I know sometimes we are raised to feel a certain way about success, to feel a certain way about money. And I'm telling you, thank you, Sandy, for that. Okay? And I'm telling you one thing, I've had those challenges. I used to relate to success as being lonely. And my biggest fear in life is to be rejected. Those two do not go well with success, right? But here's the deal. It's one of those things that I just had to work on and get over, and sometimes go, take a deep breath and push this aside and keep on going. Write this down. Don't listen to your feelings. Listen to your commitments. Don't listen to your feelings. Listen to your commitments. Okay? So, do you need to listen to your feelings? Absolutely. Your intuition, something doesn't feel right. This is not in alignment with my values. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? Don't misinterpret me. I listen to my intuition all the time. What I'm talking about is like, oh, I'm scared, so I'm not. No, but I'm committed to getting on the call. Oh, but no, listen to your commitments, okay? And so what ended up happening, all right, is, let me go back to the presentation here, okay? What ended up happening was, okay, my parents, they started this business and I criticized them all the time. I was like, this yerba life. I used to make fun of it, okay? And until I got the phone call from USC. So what is it that you want? What is it that you want? What do you want out of your life? So for my parents, it was really important for me to get an education. And so when I got the phone call, okay, for USC, and I don't have time to go through the story, but let me just tell you, I like convinced them and sold my way into that school. Another thing I learned from Herbalife. But, and when I got that phone call, I remember running to my dad and being like, Papa, Papa. I'm the youngest and I'm the only girl. So you can imagine I'm like everything to him. And so if I'm not, I think I am, okay? No, but I am. And so, I'm daddy's little girl. And so I remember going to him going, Dad, guess what? I got accepted to school. And my dad was like, he looked like a freaking ¿cómo se dice un gallo? Like a rooster, like proud, And all of a sudden, I was like, oh, and I was like telling him we're celebrating, And then I told him, I go, but I don't know, it's $60,000 a year. And I saw my dad's look on his face like, excuse my language, oh shit, how are we going to do that? Remember my story? I came to this country legal, so I couldn't get financial aid and all that kind of other stuff. But I have a mother who is a mother. You know what that kind of mother? Es una chingona. You don't need translation for that. And my mom's like, don't you worry. You go. We're going to figure this out. And that is when I understood that they were doing this business for those moments. Write that down. I will work for those moments. I will not quit for those moments. The moments are what takes your breath away. Life is an accumulation of moments. And I'm going to tell you something. This business, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. But guess what, Cindy? Nothing worth having, and you know this as having a mother of athletes, nothing worth having is easy. But here's the deal. Like Diana Cosio, when we went to Mazatlan, and having her kids sitting next to me the first time they ever got on a plane. And I was so grateful to be sitting next to, her boyfriend and her daughter. And then the other two kids, and they were so nervous, right? They were and I was yes, this is why we do what we effing do. This is why we don't quit. This is why we stay up late at night. This is why we're going to extravaganza. This is why we don't miss the call. This is why we talk to that other client. This is why we don't take things personal. It's for these moments. And I am going to encourage you guys to live your life and work your booty off for these moments. So I went to USC, and I came back. I graduated in 1998. Yes, I'm a little old, okay? And sorry, I graduated in 2000, okay? I was only there for 2 years. It's another long story, okay? But after that, I told my mom, what do I do? Do I get married? What do I do? She's like, I always wanted to travel, and I always wanted to go to Spain. And since I am such an obedient daughter, I was like, Mother, I will make your dream come true. And guess what, you guys? They were working this business, and they gave me their American Express. I know their number, 3227123. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you. I still know their American Express number. They gave me their American Express, and I flew to Spain, where I lived there for 3 months. I share this with you because this is what you and your future generations have to look forward to. But it doesn't come without a price. I've been watching the Tour de France with my husband. These guys ride their bikes for 30 days or something crazy like that. Do you think, why do they cry when they get that medal? Because of all the practices, all the late nights, all the times that their friends were like, let's go to Miami. And they're like, no, I got to train. Let's go this weekend. No, I got to go to extravaganza. Write this down. It's all temporary. It's all temporary. Yes, that's going to be Frida, Cindy. It's all temporary. But you cannot live a great life without doing the work. Okay? So I went off to Spain, okay? And when I came back, this is where my parents were living. I'm like, what? With your yerba life? Okay? And my dad's like, yes, with my yerba life. That's what I used to call it. It's called Herbalife, by the way. Okay? And I was like, what the heck? I want to know how I do this. And here's what happened, okay? All of you guys are already members, but this was the membership that I got started with, okay? And they told me, get on the products. This was me. I came back from Spain looking like this, large and in charge, okay? 140 pounds, super, super chubby. I lived on top of a panaderia, of a bakery. And so cheese, wine, bread, all that great Spanish food. I came back like this. And I told my parents, I want to do this business. And here's the thing that they told me, and I want you to write this down. Where is it? Here we go. I want you to write this down. Okay? Your result is your business card. So many times we want to make the most beautiful business card. I've been there, done that. We wanted to make the most perfect flyer, the most perfect everything. But the reality is your result is your best advertisement. And then I heard this somewhere, okay? I don't remember where. So many trainings I've been to. I heard somebody said that every time that they would take their shakes twice a day to lose the weight, not once, twice a day to lose the weight, they would think, this is my $1 million diet. I know this is not a diet, okay? This is nutrition. But this person would tell himself, it was a gentleman. Okay, well, I'll tell you who it was. It doesn't matter. Okay, he's in Sacramento. But he would drink his shake and go, this is my $1 million diet. This is my $1 million diet. And I was like, I like the sound of that. Okay, so here's what happened, okay? Disclaimer, I was also 22 years old, okay? So in less than 6 weeks, I was like, bomb, okay? All right, and I remember everyone around me was like, what are you doing? What are you doing, right? And so the most important thing, I want you to write this down, is to have an unwavering belief in the products. Write that down. Have an unwavering belief in the products. How do you become someone who can prospect anyone? It is your confidence. The other day I was telling Cindy a couple weeks ago, right, Cindy? I'm like, girl, it doesn't matter how much you know about the products. It doesn't matter. It's how you feel about the products. The other day I got a text message by a brand new distributor, and I asked her, I'll call her Bob, okay, keep her anonymous. And I was like, Bob, how are you feeling? And she wrote back the most beautiful message, basically saying that she could not believe how amazing she felt. Even her husband was really happy with how she was feeling, if you get me, right? And she's like, and it's like an organic kind of feeling. And, and I was like, and she's like, I feel so good. I'm not bloated. And I was like, I wrote back to her. I'm like, this is why our business is so amazing. And I told her, don't ever forget your first result. Because we later on get used to feeling good, that we forget how bad we felt. We forget how we didn't want to. We forget because we now feel so amazing, right? So have an unwavering belief on the products, okay? So then the next thing, I want you to write this down. Okay, then I did a bikini competition, right? And thank you, Delfina. She was like my little cheerleader with Carmen throughout the process, okay? I turned 35. See, here's the deal, right? You guys might want to write this down. The best success is revenge. The best feeling. Okay, I had this boyfriend. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a little quick story, okay? I had this boyfriend, okay? He was pretty hot, a little too hot, okay? And too self-conscious about his weight. Like, it was like he literally weighed himself every single day. Okay, like, I'm not exaggerating. Every day in the morning, he weighed himself. It was an obsession. And one day, I came back from another trip that I went to, and I came back, and he looked at my belly, and I was like, I'm going to get rid of that little bread lonja from Norway, okay? It's relaxed. And then he said, for your height, you should weigh about 110 pounds. I was like, anyway, needless to say, we broke up. And so I remember like that comment, okay? And I love it when someone tells me not to do something or they challenge me. I'm like, watch me. And so I did this bikini competition, and he's a really great guy, okay? We were like, I don't talk to him anymore, but, we were cool. And so guess what? When I did my bikini competition, guess who I invited? I invited him. And I told my sister-in-law, remember Delfina? And I told my sister, I'm like, take a picture of him, because he was taking pictures of me. I'm like, Tere, take a picture of him taking a picture of me. Okay, so you have no idea how good it felt. And then I told them, I said, you were one of my motivations. Like, what do you mean? I told them what he said. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Karla. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. I'm like, every time I wanted to not wake up, every time I didn't want to work out, I remembered your words. Okay. So anyway, number 3, training. Okay. And so here's the deal, you guys. How you become successful in this business is having an unwavering belief about the products. Okay. And put a big star next to this one is you got to be teachable. You got to be teachable. This side hustle school that you have every Wednesday, 7:30, put it on your agenda. Put an alarm on it. For those of you guys who are supervisors, we have supervisor school on Mondays. We've got an infrastructure. All you need to do is plug in, be present, take notes, and put into action. Okay? And then, of course, this weekend's extravaganza. Like, there should not be one person on this line missing this ridiculous event that we're going to have this weekend. Again, if you guys are in town, come join us. Okay? If not, watch it virtually, but don't watch it virtually like washing the dishes. Watch it virtually. Like, sit your booty down, take some notes, okay? Because this is the biggest event of the year. So number 3 is get yourself some training, okay? And I'm just going to finish with this, okay? I want you to imagine your life. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? 10 years from now? 15 years from now? And like I said in the beginning of the call, I want you to start noticing start looking. Who do you hang out with? Who do you listen to? You guys, we become an average of the 5 people we hang out with. Now, again, do you want to have some fun? Yes. But if you're always hanging out with the same people, you're going to eventually live and think just like them. And I want to show you why Herbalife and why now. Okay. So for me, my biggest why, well, it used to be, okay, I'm going to take you on a little quick journey. I was single when I started this business. Okay. No kids, no husband, nothing. Okay. Me, and then some more. Okay. And so for me, I wanted to do it because I wanted to have experiences. Okay, I was San Carlos. We went with my mom. It was like my only trip I've ever taken with her. But we went to San Carlos, Mexico, and stayed at this ridiculous resort and have Pacifico, Cerveza Pacifico with ceviche, with just her and I. It was just such an amazing experience. But for this, you need money and you need time. Okay, to Acapulco. You don't want to know, okay? But let's just say Acapulco is fun, okay? Then we went to Nice, France. This is where my brother met my sister-in-law, and they met Herbalife. So you also can find people if you're single here in Herbalife. I personally chose never to date within the business, okay? But my brother met his wife now here in the business, okay? Monaco, okay? This casino right here, you guys, just to go in, you need to do a minimum of $10,000. We walked in and there was this thingy, and the guy, we couldn't speak French, obviously, but he finally said, $10,000. And I was like, what? He's like, a $10,000 minimum. We're like, okay, we'll be back. I'm like, the heck? But here's the thing. It expanded my mindset. Like, whoa, my God. Like, for me, $10, for them, it's $10,000. Again, once your mind expands, it can never go back. Then we went to Brazil. I lost all the pictures from Brazil. It was the only one I had. I went there for a wedding, one of the presidency members' wedding. Came back with 16 pairs of shoes because over there, they're amazing shoes and they're super inexpensive. So this is, one of the things that I've always wanted to do. Then I won the Herbalife vacations. I don't know if you know this, but once you become supervisor and you accumulate your points, Herbalife will pay for you to travel. So this was my first, I think it was my first vacation I ever earned was for Hawaii, right? All expenses paid from Herbalife and stayed in this amazing resort, okay? And on top of that, it gave me money to spend. Where does that happen? Okay? And then, I worked my butt off. One of the biggest goals I wanted was to become president's team. Now, I know a lot of you guys are new, so you might not know what that means. Okay, disclaimer. What can I say now? 16. On average, but it's more. On average, a president's team member makes about $16,000 a month. Okay. But anyway, that's what I can say legally, okay? So, and here's the deal. I want you to think about this, okay? Here, Herbalife will fly you down to LA Live, and they will have you experience all these amazing things, okay? And you see that picture right there where I'm pointing, okay? That is my parents' name. So you get, Herbalife will send you, and then the CEO sits you in this chair, and he sits behind you, and he reads your story. And he read everything I've ever been through. And I couldn't help but to like just shed tears because I started to think about, I'm gonna keep it real, all the breakups, all the late nights, all the things I missed from my friends when they were going here and they were going there. But I was focused on my goals. I was focused on what I wanted to accomplish. I was focused on what I was doing. I would have fun for a little bit and come back and get focused. While they had a lot of fun and only a little focus on their goals and their future. For me, it was the other way around. Okay? So what ended up happening was I got to president's team, which is the top 1% of the company. Okay? And then the guy sat there and he started reading. I was like crying. And then I got to put my name on the wall of LA Live. So my name, when do people normally put their names on a plaque? When they die. Okay, imagine you leaving a legacy for your family. I put my name on the wall, and then I looked over, and my parents back then were President's Team 30K, and don't worry what that means. It's just really like high position, but now they're even higher. And I went and I pointed my finger on their plaque. Let me show you the picture. Okay, I pointed the finger on the plaque, and the reason I did that was because it made me present. How one decision changed the direction of our family's life. And you guys, you get to be that person for your family. And don't take that lightly. Write this down. I can break generational curses. Maybe some of you had not the best ancestors because of whatever. But now you get to choose to change that. You get to choose to have a different direction. Yes, on Monday, Raquel was one of our guest speakers, and it was amazing. She said like who she was before this business and who she is now is a completely different human being. Okay. And so because of that, okay, the money allowed me to also have the time to be able to travel. So I'm just going to share with you guys a couple of pictures here. These are my parents. My dad loves soccer, so we were able to go on this tour all around the country, watching all the elite international soccer teams came to the U.S. and played. So we followed them everywhere. Okay, I don't understand the game, but I just love watching those men run. They have the most hottest bodies, booties, and legs, and I'm like, woo! So let me show you what I got to do. Okay. There's Messi grabbing my butt. I'm like, Messi, like, okay, so, okay, and, okay, so these guys are the Madrid. No, they're Madrid. Yeah, they're Madrid. I don't know who they are, but everybody was going crazy. I'm like, well, they're kind of cute, so I took some pictures with them. Okay, those of you guys who know soccer know who they are. That's Aussie something, and I forgot the other guy's name. Okay, but this is why I do this business. Okay, Herbalife flew me to Iceland. This is the lagoon. Write this down on your bucket list. One of these days, Iceland is, besides Mexico, is my favorite country in the world, okay? This picture over here on the top, that's a blue lagoon, okay? That is real water. And it's just, I got to do a massage. You guys, listen to this, okay? This is kind of amazing. I got to do a massage outside in the blue lagoon in an air bed, like a floating bed, and it was raining. Talk about sexy. I was there alone. But anyway, it was like raining and they were like massaging me. And I was like, the rain was warm. It was just the most, let's just keep it real, sexiest thing I've ever experienced. I'm like, this is hot. But, these are experiences that I've been able to live through Herbalife. I went to Norway, okay, and Herbalife flew me first class. It's just amazing. Another thing I love to do is I love to give back. And so we started a foundation called Women Like Us Mentoring, where we would mentor junior high ladies, girls, on, the options that they have in life. So here's the deal. Write this down. Herbalife will be my vehicle. Write that down. Herbalife will be my vehicle. Your vehicle for what? I don't know. For me, it's been a vehicle to impact other people's lives. And in this particular case, to sponsor and donate money to make an impact in young women's lives, okay? And I got the opportunity to go to Jamaica, okay, several times, okay? And so I just want to close with this. I want you to start to think, what is possible for you, okay? 5, 10, 15 years from now. Maybe president's team is your goal. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe for you right now, you don't even know what that means. You're like, man, if I can make $200 a week, I would be happy. If I would make $500 a month, I would be happy. I want you to write this down. It all starts somewhere. I didn't believe that I could do this right away. It was a process. It was going to the extravaganza, expanding my vision. What was possible started to grow more. And I was like, whoa. I didn't even know people can make that kind of money. Okay? Why? Because I never was around people that made that kind of income, which I cannot say on this call, but you guys use your imagination. And here's a picture that I want to share with you. These are 3 of my best friends. Okay? The guy in the glasses, the guy in the black, and the girl in the green. Okay? And the guy in the black without the glasses, he is a multi-millionaire. And when I started my business, he made a lot of fun of me. He made fun of me, whatever. And he used to always make fun of me. And like I said, and then the guy in the glasses, he was always super supportive. Okay. And the girl in the green one time said this to me. She said, Karla went to USC to sell shakes and tablets. We were a little tipsy, but still, it really hurt. Okay. And I want you to know, not everybody will agree with what you do. Not everyone is always going to see your vision. It's okay. Okay? It's okay. Later on, if you don't quit and you keep going, later on, they will admire you for what you've created. So she said what she said, and I never said anything. But when I got to, which is called the Millionaire Team, by then I was making $8,000 a month. Okay, I was only making about $8,000. I took him out to dinner, and the guy in the black, the one that has the money, he always pays. But that night, I grabbed the bill and I said, I got it. And he's like a total gentleman. He's like, no, Karla, come on, no, I got it. I'm like, I got it. And he's like, no. I'm like, I got it. And I opened the bill and I saw that. I was like, oh shit, maybe you should get it. Okay, we were at STK in Beverly Hills. Okay, you can just imagine. And if you haven't been there, it's not cheap. And anyway, I put the credit card in and he looked at me and he's like, Sandoval, that Herbalife thing must be going pretty well, right? And all I said was, it's all right. And I gave the lady the bill. Sometimes you don't have to say much. But what you do need to do is take action and let your actions speak for you. Okay? They now all take the products. The girl in the green ended up becoming a distributor. I flew her down to one of the Bahamas vacations. And she was like, yo, because Herbalife picked me up in a limo and everything. And she's like, we're rolling like this. I'm like, we're rolling like this. And I said, don't worry about it. Just buy your ticket down here to the Bahamas. I got everything. Herbalife really paid for it, okay? But she don't know that. Well, I told her later, and it was amazing, to be able to, do things like, I also teach at USC, and those are the things that I've been able to do because Herbalife has been my vehicle to live the kind of life I want. And now, my entire family does this business together, been able to travel with the kids to show my nephews. Look at the life these kids are living, right? Completely different. What's possible is not even imaginable, right? And, several years ago, I decided to, all right, settle down, Karla. I had a lot of fun, okay? And, I met Sergio salsa dancing. My husband is one heck of a dancer, okay? We ended up getting married and had the wedding of my dreams. And for those of you guys who have daughters, I want to close with this. I want you to imagine giving your daughter a checkbook. My parents gave me a checkbook and they said, have the wedding of your dreams. This floor that I'm dancing on, this is my parents' home. They have a hacienda, 12,000 square foot hacienda in Nipomo. This is the pool. We covered the entire pool. Okay. I imported Ecuadorian roses. Okay. I saw them in a magazine. I was like, okay, where do we get them? They're like, pues hay que importarlas. We have to import them. So I imported Ecuadorian roses. And I was able to like have the china that I wanted, no expense like reserved. And, it was just one of the most amazing nights of my life. Later on at 11 o'clock at night, I surprised everybody. I'm very Mexican. Me encanta hablar español. Like I love my culture. And so the mariachi came, that outfit that I'm wearing right there. I went to Oaxaca to go get it. I flew to Oaxaca and brought my husband the outfit, and we changed into a very typical outfit, and to have some of my best friends there, people that I found here in Herbalife, my entire family, and this is why we do this business, for these moments. My entire family is just a part of my life. And it got expanded. I was able to get pregnant, took the products throughout my entire pregnancy. And, now Sebastian lives a whole different type of life. Now the challenge is, how do I give him an amazing life without having him be a brat, when he gets older. But don't worry, my husband will take care of that, and it's just been the most amazing thing to be able to live this life. And I want you to really think that anything is possible with this opportunity. But number one, you have to have an unwavering belief in the products, and you got to plug in. Okay. You got to stay plugged in. You got to expand your mindset. And the way you're going to do that is by expanding your circle of influence, expanding yourself, be around people that can teach you more, that have more. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but that's okay. Okay. I promise you, we're here. Delfina's doing an amazing job with these classes on Wednesdays. Stay plugged in, okay? It's 1 hour a week. And then this weekend, extravaganza is, I promise you, it's not a training you want to miss. So with that said, Delfina, thank you so much for the invitation. I love you so much. And I can't wait to spend the whole weekend with you and the rest of the team that's here on this call. Thank you for inviting me.